Diwali.
It develops your innovation, all your creativity and all those things. At that time too, people come together, they make all those sweets and all, they go about sharing with each other. That sharing concept also comes in this festival mode and all those things. And someone told that extravagance is just for attraction. It's not just for attraction. It's like you spend something so that you want it really to be memorable in your mind, and like all the people of your family, you all come together and then you go about spending, and it's not just you alone spend, it's like a family who spends for something to be memorable, and you don't alone enjoy the pleasure of the extravagance. It's, you also give it, you also give somebody, and there are festivals which really meant to donate something and all those things. And
do you all have some?
Yeah, regarding the point about Ganesh Chaturthi, when you said that it's become a competition nowadays. Well, let me just tell you what happened this Ganesh Chaturthi with me. I, my dad and all went up with a small idol that we had kept at home and done puja to it with all the rituals, but it was like this small. When we went over there, we found the beach gates, the main Marina beach gates closed. We had to go all the way in front, wasting lots of fuel, and we go over there and we find there are so many people coming with bullock carts, carrying such huge idols, that will be 3 times as large as me. Behind them, almost hidden, are these small little ones made of mud and clay. You go into the beach and you find all these small ones fallen everywhere, people stamping over them to go and immerse their own idols. You find, the larger idols being carried by crane and being dropped into the water. Is that what Ganesh Chaturthi is about? Is it, just because there are larger idols doesn't mean you forget the smaller ones, because after all size doesn't matter. What matters is how much emotion is there behind it, how much you're religious about it, with how much faith and devotion have you gone and immersed that idol, and that basically is lost when you become extravagant. And when you spoke about the fact of it being memorable, is it to say that only when you spend money family members come to you? If I spend 1 rupee also in a festival, that doesn't mean that my uncle won't come from Bangalore, right? So it's not that only when you spend lots of money, you meet your relatives. You can meet your relatives no matter what. You can make friends no matter what. Money does not come into that. And moreover, if you are making friends by spending money, that means they are not true friends. It can be that they are coming closer to you because of your money. So money is not necessary for making anything memorable. That's what I would like to put forward.
I would like to ask a question. What is wrong in getting up early in the morning and taking your bath and wearing new clothes? What is wrong in it? Is there any problem with getting up unless you want to be lazy and waste the whole day in your house? You can go about and help others also on that day, and following such customs and rituals, I don't think that they should include spending only for yourself. You can spend. I mean to say that following such rituals and custom, it does no harm to us. At the end, it may actually help us also in certain ways. That's what I'm.
Okay, Nikita is trying to say that following customs and rituals at times implemented help you in developing yourself. Or what do you have to say to that?
But sometimes rituals, they can turn bad. Like some rituals, it started out as proper, but then by word of mouth, the rituals turn more rigid, and then it might cause problems.
Okay. So she has to say something like, along with the changing times, these rigid rituals, they create a problem. So what do you have to say about that?
No, actually they don't actually create about the customs. These in Eid or some Muslim festivals or something like that, it is normally a custom to give alms to the poor. So that itself makes the recipient also happy and the donor also happy. So it also makes everyone happy. Even the customs, they do no harm to us.
On Diwali, why is it that we have to get up so early in the morning, put oil on our hair, have and make sumptuous hair bath and oil bath, and then sit early in the morning and eat sweets? Why do we need to fill our stomach with sweets and grow fatter early in the morning? We could rather relax and then get up a little later.
See, one day you're gonna eat sweet doesn't make you fat. And it doesn't make much difference in your weight thing and all. Okay, at least one day you put oil in your hair and go ahead for bathing. You do it on all Sundays. And getting up early is not really a thing. It's like they have done it scientifically also. Getting up early in the morning makes your mind fresh. Okay, so at that time you're really fresh and you're very confident about what you're doing and all those things. And the customs are always to be followed. Like getting up early in the morning. You don't. Okay, in a normal Sunday you are lazy. You don't get up early in the morning. But why not in a festival time when you're gonna have all the fun for the later part of the day? Why don't you get up early? It's no mistake.